Hello, dear. How is it?
Oh, it's in school.
Iman, what's your name?
I'm Priscilla, but I also go by Stella.
Silla girl.
Yeah.
Where do you school?
Infantiman girls.
Shout out to all Infantiman girls.
Yes, yeah.
Hey, Rack fan.
Anything?
No, it's nothing. I just want you to know that Iman Boy, the Stray Kings here,
I'm back.
to put that lovely smile on your face. Tell him, Baba.
I am the king. No doubt.
Say it! APC is something we get.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Someone from Africa is called
Black American. Black American.
Jesus!
You're a Black American.
Oh yeah.
But you're in Ghana.
Yeah, yes.
The things you talk, you have to forget it.
A man from Africa is called
Afrikigo.
What?
Afrikigo.
God have mercy upon us.
a woman.
Afrikiga.
How many countries are in Africa?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
500. 500.
When I see your face, I don't like you.
What is the capital of Africa?
The capital of Africa, Kenya. Kenya.
Brazil.
And who is the president of Africa?
The president of Africa is Ahmad.
Who?
Ahmad.
No, someone from Asia is called an Asian, right? Someone from Africa is called what?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this.
Africana.
I am Afrikaner.
Yeah.
Blood of Jesus.
So a man from Africa is called what?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Africania. Africania.
What's the capital of Africa?
Nigeria.
And who is the current president of Africa?
Mugati.
What?
Bugatti.
Gatti.
What are you now?
On God, what is going to happen to her?
I swear to God, you will be hospitalized.
Is Africa a country or a continent?
Continent.
That's correct. Why are you so tense? If someone from China is called a Chinese, someone from Africa will be called what?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Africanese. Africanese.
So are you an Africanist?
Yes.
And then someone from Europe will be called what?
Europeanese. Europeanese. Europeanese.
You will move out of this house.
Chinese. Someone from Asia?
Asianese.
Australia?
Australianese.
Who is the president of Africa?
Nana Akufo-Addo.
Vice president of Africa?
Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia.
The things you talk, you have to forget it.
In what year were they sworn in as president and vice president of Africa?
2017.
Jesus Christ.
Beautiful. And is Africa a country or a continent?
A country.
A man from Africa is called what?
Africanism.
What?
Africanism.
I am finished.
And a woman from Africa is called what?
Africanism.
Is Africa a country or a continent?
It's a country.
Who is the president of Africa?
Donald Trump. Donald Trump.
God forbid.
Where is Donald Trump from?
Nigeria.
Someone from Africa is called
African.
Good.
Yes?
Yes, I.
Okay. What about a man from Africa?
African.
You smart.
A woman from Africa?
African.
All
Africans.
beautiful. And what is the capital of Africa?
Capital of Africa. South Africa.
Blood of Jesus.
A native or inhabitant of Africa is called what?
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Africanian. Africanian.
So we are all Africanians.
We are all Africanians.
Wait, you
and who?
Your great grandfather and your father. And the same mother that mother your father and your great grandfather.
And a woman from Africa is called what?
Africanian wa.
A baby from Africa is called what?
Africanian baby.
Is Africa a country or a continent?
It's a country.
Jesus!
And then who is the president of Africa?
Dr. Kwame Nkrumah.
Someone from Asia is called what?
Asianian.
What?
Asianian.
Someone from Europe is called what?
Europeanian. Europeanian.
I die.
Someone from America is called what?
Americanian. Americanian.
Someone from Australia?
Australian.
What?
Australian.
Jesus!
Australian.
Someone from Africa, a native or inhabitant of Africa, is called.
An African.
Oh my God! Wow!
Are you an African?
Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Proud one.
Very proud.
Oh wow!
What is an African man called?
Look at this.
I don't really know, but something came into my mind. Africana.
What?
Africana. That's what came into mind.
Your mind and your inside. Dirty.
I'm an Afrikaner.
That's what I guess.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
What does that make you?
Africani.
Say what?
Africani. So
Shout out to all the Afrikanis.
Are you smiling with me? Are you laughing at me? Yeah? Are you laughing, Bunny?
Calm down, Peter. Calm down.
Is Africa a country or continent?
sorry, Africa is a continent. Yeah.
Yes?
Yes, I.
So, how many countries are in Africa?
Countries. I think 50 something. 53 or 56.
Okay, you're in that range. Give her her green light. And who is the president of Africa?
Mugabe.
Mugabe.
Yes. Nigerian president.
Jesus is Lord.
Mugabe is the president of
Oh,
Nigeria.
sorry.
It was at this moment that Emily knew. She f***ed up.
Buhari rather.
Buhari is the president of Africa.
Yeah.
You are in trouble.
Do you know what's going to happen to her?
No.
Let's find out together.
I swear to God, you will be hospitalized.
Someone from China is called a Chinese, right?
Yeah.
Someone from Ghana is a Ghanaian.
Yeah.
Someone from Africa will be called.
An Afrocentric.
Jesus.
What did you say?
An Afrocentric.
Okay, so are you an Afrocentric?
Yes, please.
A man from Africa is called.
An Afrocentric.
I die.
And a woman from Africa is called.
Afrocentrica.
What?
Afrocentrica.
So who is the president of Africa?
Okay, Mugabe.
Who?
Mugabe.
And who is his vice?
John Mahama.
What?
John Mahama. Fact or fiction?
It's fiction.
Someone from Asia is called what?
Asian-centric.
You say?
Asian-centric.
Someone from Europe?
Look at this. Eurocentric. Eurocentric.
Do you know who you are? No, sir. Chloramphenicol liquoasis.
Someone from America?
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. American-centric.
Someone from Australia?
Australia-centric.
Jesus.
If I hear one more word from you, I'll just look for Ghana and go and cage you. Can you go home?
You know, someone from Europe is called a European. Am I right?
Yeah.
Someone from Africa will be called.
An African.
And a man from Africa is called what?
He's also an African.
Thank you.
And then a woman from Africa is called. Dramatic sound effect. Thank you.
A woman from Africa is also an African.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
A person from Africa is called.
Africanism.
You saw what?
Africanism. Africanism.
And a man from Africa is called.
They say an African. He's
A
an
woman from Africa.
Africana. If the man is an African, you should add a. So Africana.
Shout out to all the Afrikaners. We love you guys.
We love your Afrikaners.
Close your brown teeth. Are you smiling with me? Are you laughing at me? Eh? Are you laughing, Bunny?
Calm down, Peter. Calm down.
You know, someone from Europe is called a European, right?
Yeah.
Someone from Africa will be called what?
Afriki.
Say what?
Afriki.
And what about a man from Africa?
African.
Good.
Okay. And what about a woman from Africa?
Africana.
So you're an Afrikaner.
Yeah.
Beautiful one.
Yeah.
And what do you have to say about Afrikaners?
They are beautiful. They are also respectful.
Oh, wow.
Are you respectful?
Yeah.
What is the capital of Africa?
Nigeria. Nigeria.
And then who is the president of Africa?
President of Africa. The current president.
Current president of Africa.
Mugabe.
Is Africa a country or a continent?
A continent.
I like that. Give her a green light. Are you an African?
Yeah.
So a person from Africa will be called what?
An Africanist.
You say? Africanist. A man from Africa will be called what?
An Africanist. An Africanist.
And a woman from Africa will be called what?
An Africanista.
What?
An Africanista.
Beautiful. So, is Africa a country or a continent?
Africa is a continent.
If someone from China is called a Chinese, someone from Europe is called a European, someone from Africa will be called what?
Afrikaner.
What?
Afrikaner. Afrikaner.
And a woman from Africa is called?
Hey, y'all, come look at this. Afrikata. Afrikata.
Who is your favorite Afrikata?
My mom.
Hey, Chineke.
Is Africa a country or a continent?
Continent.
What are we thanking him for?
For the West so sweet.
Who is the current president of Africa?
Mohamed Abouari. Mohamed Abouari.
And who is the vice president of Africa?
Nana Addo. He's the vice president of Africa.
Jesus is Lord.
In what year did he become the vice president of Africa?
Okay, 2016.
If I hear you open your buccal cavity, you will be hospitalized.
A person from Africa is called?
Person from Africa is an African.
You're absolutely right.
What is the capital of Africa?
Egypt. Egypt.
I am finished.
And then, how many countries are in Africa?
Down here, I can't tell. I can't tell.
It's actually currently like 54 recognized countries. I'll say some words. And whatever you hear, you repeat it 5 times after me fast. Are you ready?
Yeah.
So let's go. Mr. Tongue Twister train his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Twisted his tongue.
Bruh.
No, I guess.
Mr. Tongue Twister train his tongue to twist and turn.
Hey, this one, Jay.
It's about to go down.
Mr. Tom Chin is there to serve the top. Hey,
God have mercy upon us.
Mr. Tom Chin is Twitter to train a turn. Mr. Tom Chin is.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
It's about to go down.
Mr. Tongue Twister. When the tongue twist a tongue. Mr. Tongue Twister. When a chin twist a tongue.
That is not correct.
Mr. Tongue Twister. When a tongue.
Mr. Tom Twister
Bruh.
trimmed his thumb
Bruh.
to twist and turn.
You.
Mr. Tom
Bruh.
Twister trimmed his nail to twist and turn. Mr. Tom Twister
Bruh.
told his nail, trimmed his nail to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tom Twister trained his drum to trim the stand.
Say what?
Train his drum
Hey!
to trim the stand. To trim the stand. Mr. Tom Twister, trying his 10. Trying his 10. Mr. Tom Twister, strong is 10. Mr. Tom Twister, strong is 10.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Good.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Continue.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
It's about to go down.
Mr. Tom, that twisting is twisting.
Pray!
Mr. Tom starts twisting his tongue. Twisting. Mr. Tom starts twisting.
Look at this.
He's twisting.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister is time for twist and turn.
No.
Mr. Tongue Twister is time for twist and turn.
No.
Mr. Tongue Twister is time for twist and turn.
No.
Mr. Tongue Twister is time for twist and turn.
Hell no.
Mr. Tongue Twister is time for twist and turn.
No.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Thank you.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Whoa.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Whoa.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Hey, what a surprise.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tom Twister trained the Tom to twist the 10. Mr. Tom Twister trained the Tom and twist the 10.
No.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue to the stone, the start to 16. Mr. Tongue to the stone, the start to 16. The start to 16.
The things you talk, you have to forget it.
Mr. Tongue to the stone, face to assistance team. Face to assistance team.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Oh, wow.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn. Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Oh my God. Wow.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Thank you.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Whoa.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Whoa.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Again.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Last one.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trained his tongue to twist and turn.
Mr. Tongue Twister trains his tongue to twist and turn. Mr. Tongue Twister trains his tongue to twist and turn.
Get out of here.
Have any special greetings or shout outs to your friends and your loved ones out there?
Okay, shout out to my family and to my dearest Papti and my cousin Erica. Yeah. Yes, Papti.
Easy.
He's at home now.
Hey, shout outs to Papti.